about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the option, here's Eckler.
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
At the 14-yard line.
This is a counter play. Eckler. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. So they get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Dan Arnold. And it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A fake to McCaffrey, now Darnold.
And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Chargers, nothing. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
No gain on the play there. Second down. A give running left. It's McCaffrey. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out. Didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call BCR players. Guys responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A big play there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves...
That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers.
8 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
We got this. At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Eckler, they run left side. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20.
As a defense, what a nuisance when you look on the other side and they've got a tight end that can run a post route like that.
And you felt the ground shake, didn't you? Oh, even all the way up here in this booth. How about when he grabbed the football? You could see the terror as everyone was thinking, do I even want to try and tackle that big man?
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's going to find Cook here in the end zone for a Charger touchdown. Jared Cook there to make the grab. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10.
17. Chargers 7.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
15-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
1st down.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After one, 17-7 is our score. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. This is McCaffrey on the give. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the 1st. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 38-yard line.
Herbert now. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Hassan Reddick, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Here's Ty Long now to punt this one away. Back deep, Alex Erickson. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And here's a diving catch made behind the line of scrimmage. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Jerry Tillery in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Jalen Guyton, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger 1st. First down and more for Allen. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And down to the 7-yard line. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think, touchdown, Chargers! Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert.
And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with the touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey, but it's going to be second down.
Well, Charles, switching gears here, through 2 weeks of the NFL season, only 7 unbeaten teams remain, only 2 in the AFC. If you look at the full list of the AFC, it's Denver, Las Vegas. Over on the other side, Carolina, Tampa Bay, Arizona, the LA Rams, and San Francisco in the NFC. Of that crew, anybody really jump out at you?
Absolutely, it's Las Vegas. And Denver, obviously, undefeated as well. Very impressive. But they beat the Giants in Jacksonville. Las Vegas beat Baltimore at home and went on the road and beat Pittsburgh. That's really impressive. And on the NFC side, how about Arizona? Another big win this week. Kyler Murray keeps getting better and better at quarterback and beat Minnesota at home, getting off to a 2-0 start in the NFC West. That's absolutely huge.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 39.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big 3rd down.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. Throwing right, and that's complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Touchdown! Jared Cook. As the first half is winding down, and the Chargers have taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive
as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Play action, it's Darnold. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He's going to look deep for more. They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 85 yards. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Panthers 24, Chargers 21. Zane Gonzalez is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. But it'll be second down. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Brian Burns in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Well, they brought the lead into this third quarter, and now they're really stepping up, setting a tone here defensively.
They came right out roaring because you had to know that in the locker room, they talked about setting that tone that you just described, continuing the dominance that they exhibited in the first half.
Out of the gun, Herbert. On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by Justin Burris. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. And he's got the hook up to Moore. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. Matt Rule, a risk taker in college, going for it. On 4th down, Darnold finds the open target, Arnold. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a 1st down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Darnold. He finds his man, complete. That's Moore. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. McCaffrey gets around him, and he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play, not what you need down here. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jerry Tillery able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Herbert off of play action. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. He's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now Herbert off the bootleg. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Jalen Guyton, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their route,
nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Hassan Reddick, his 2nd sack of the night.
The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw forward.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 yards for number 11.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A handoff left, McCaffrey. A nice little juke. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey.
And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. from the shotgun to McCaffrey. Oh, able to avoid him. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 33 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the fourth quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Chargers 21. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Trey McKitty, the tight end, his intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Chargers on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
112 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey there to make the grab. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
On 1st and 10, Herbert fights him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Derek Brown able to get him for a loss of about 3.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And now here's another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James, a sack from his safety position. And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's good.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
151 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Good coverage that time by Derwin James. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock, a more pressing factor.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this.